What's going on, everyone? What's going on, BNG Nation? Fatskins here. Washington is among one of three of the teams in the NFC East that can actually make history this Sunday. I'll tell you all about that at the end of this video, so just stay tuned for that because it's really interesting. If you're like me, you're a little nervous right now going into the weekend because, face it, we're going to be playing a team that's not going to want us to make the playoffs. I'm talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. They don't want us in the playoffs, so they're going to be playing tough. You know that they're going to be playing as if their playoff lives depended on it. So I'm a little nervous. I don't know about you, but I'm a little nervous. So these are my three keys on how the Washington football team can beat the Philadelphia Eagles, win the division, and make the playoffs. The first key, defense. We've seen how Chase Young and Sweat and Allen and Payne, all of those boys, right? We've seen how well they played this year. In the last 3 or 4 games, they've just been at an elite level. They get it. They are growing as a family. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the future of this team, especially in terms of defense. Jack Del Rio has them charged, has them ready to win every game, and that's really exciting. And I think this weekend against Philadelphia is no exception. I think our defense is going to have to step up in all facets of the game, in all quarters. They're just going to have to come both barrels blazing and help us win this game. I think you're going to see a lot of Chase Young. This young man has a fire lit inside of him, and you can tell he loves the game of football. And no matter where he plays, you can tell that he wants to win. You know, that's how he comes into the game, with passion and with heart and with physicality, unmatched really. When you talk about our defense, maybe Sweat, you know, maybe some other guys on there, but you know, you can see Chase Young lifting other people to another level when he plays, and that's going to be no exception in this upcoming game against Philadelphia. We're going to have to get to the quarterback because, as you know, or as what I read, Carson Wentz isn't even in the game. So we're going to have to go after Hurts early and often and just get in his head and I think he's going to see a large dose of Chase Young in that backfield. Sweat and Chase together just dominating back there, right? So it's nice to see that. That's number 3 on the list. Second, the running game. Last week, we abandoned the run early on and put the game on Haskins' shoulders when we didn't even need to do that. Okay, I don't understand what Scott Turner was thinking. We were seeing how Gibson was playing. He was at that same level. He was hitting holes hard. He was churning out the yards and picking up first downs. And then all of a sudden we throw, 3 passes in a row, and you just scratch your head over it and you think, wait a minute, doesn't the run set up the pass? Why are we relying on a kid who broke protocol in a previous week, was fined $40,000, who wasn't even on the sidelines opening a tablet and looking at the plays earlier, that he might be able to study and think, well, I did that wrong, so maybe if I just adjust what I do here, I can actually be successful here in the next drive. No, he doesn't even care, man. And you see Gibson come in, he gives a shit about the game. He wants to win. You can see that every time he touches the ball. So that is key number 2 in this game, is we're going to have to run the ball. I don't care who the quarterback is. You know, I mean, if Smith isn't there, and from what I've read, he's likely going to be starting, but if he's not, we've got Heineke. Heineke doesn't have the experience that Smith has. Yes, we've seen how well he can play for when he came in last week to take over for Haskins, and we're going to need a running game. We're going to have to give him some breathing room, right? We're going to have to set up those play action passes. I think that it's going to be imperative to run the game, play some clock management in the game, and just come out of there with the win and go to the playoffs, right? Win that division. Run the ball, we win the game, period. That and defense together, I think, for this next game go hand in hand. For my number 1 key to the game is quarterback situation. Well, I think we're in good shape. Haskins is finally gone, right? And I don't care how many of you defend Haskins. He made his own bed. And as much as I berate him in all these videos, I still hope the best for him. I really do. He's a young kid. I remember when I was 23, man, I was out there filling my oats and going out and partying, and you know, yeah, I hit a couple of strip clubs when I was young. My friends and I, when I was in the Air Force, sure. But I think also I was grounded in that I had responsibilities, and my responsibilities came first. And right now he doesn't have that mindset, and it's sad. And I think if he did, I think that he'd be able to craft his skills and probably become a better quarterback and maybe even start again one day. So with him out of the picture, the number one key here is whichever quarterback comes in is going to have to play efficient. They're going to have to play smart. And, you know, with that running game in place, I think that you're going to see a lot of long passes out of the play action. And we're going to need them, honestly, because Philadelphia is not going to take it easy on us at all. We know that. They're in our division. They don't want to see any of us, the Giants, the Cowboys, or us, go to the playoffs. So they're going to do their best to snuff that out as quickly as possible. So 3 keys there, like I said: defense, running game, efficiency, and level-headedness as a QB will help us win the game. At the beginning of the video, I told you about history that could be made from any one of the 3 teams in the NFC East. The Cowboys, the Giants, and us. And no team in NFL history has gone 2-7 and been able to make the postseason. So one of us is going to historically propel into the playoffs after this weekend, right? It's interesting that one of us is gonna make history this weekend. And for me, I don't know if I want that moniker. I don't know if I want to go around and say, hey, we made history. All right, that's it for me, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to subscribe, like the video, maybe hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted to other content that I post in the future. It just gives me more motivation to step up on the platform that I'm on right now and talk passionately about the Washington football team. All right, guys, Fat Skins out.